Special Trainings workout day for Wednesday, November 25th. Today's workout, we're going to be working on some Olympic lifting battery work. So what that means is that we are essentially working on our ability to recover from a short burst of power and then be able to repeat that after a short recovery period. So every 45 seconds for 8 sets. This is a progression from last week. We're doing 3 touch and go power cleans. The volume from last week has increased slightly, but the weight has decreased slightly. So it should be a little easier to obtain those 3 reps, but you'll probably have a little bit less rest overall. So power cleans will start from the floor. Grip will be about thumbs width away from our thighs. We're going to start so that our feet are hip width apart. Hips are below the shoulders, shoulders right over the wrists and slightly beyond the bar. And then we're going to pull the bar off the ground so that our hips and chest rise at the same rate. Knees will go back. We will come over the bar. So now, lots of tension enters the hamstrings and the glutes. I'm going to get vertical, launch, pull my feet out, pull myself underneath the bar, and stand. Reset my feet, bring the bar back to my waist, lower my hips with the bar, back into position, and then I will do one more, and then a third one. When we are doing touch and go reps, you have the option of settling the bar into the waist to slow it down, and then reset your lower body, or reload the legs. Or, instead of settling it, if you are able to, bypass the hip, brush the bar down, touch, and go back up. You may do that as well. Keep in mind that the latter version of touch and go, where you're brushing your hip, it slows the bar down enough for you to stay under control, but you still have to pull back on the bar to keep it close to the body. And you have to make sure you have tension, you're keeping tension through the system, so that as you go down, you can continue to slow it down so that you can get back into position for the next repetition. And that'll just set you up for success for the subsequent reps. After we're done this 6 minutes of work, we're going to take a rest, reset, and we're going to go into 3 rounds for time with a 2-minute rest in between each round. Of 15 deadlifts, this is going to be at 75% of your 8 rep max. Okay, so probably challenging for 15 reps, but doable. 15 box jumps. You may jump up, step down, or if you want to step up to the box, that's fine. Ideally, we are jumping though, so pick a box that allows you to do so. Then we're going to 15 handstand push-ups. We may scale this to a dual dumbbell push press, or if you have a barbell push press, for 15. The push press should be a load that you can do 15 reps in 1 to 2 sets. We can also do plank push-ups as well if you would like to work on your push-up endurance. All right, so movement-wise, for the deadlift, a little bit different than the power clean, so we just need to make sure that we distinguish between the two as far as lower body positioning. So when we are doing our deadlifts, we still have a similar foot position compared to the power clean, maybe slightly narrower. Our grip could be slightly narrower here, but the real change is going to be that our hips are a lot higher. So power clean, we started a little bit lower. Deadlift, we're going to start a little bit higher. So our knees will be a little more straighter. Our shins are more vertical. From here, I'm going to pull my shoulders away from my ears. I don't need to retract or pull them back as much because it's just going to unlock as we go. So we'd rather just roll them down and try to hold them there so that we can keep the bar from coming away from us. This will also reinforce our back position. So here, I'm going to press through my toes, push the ground away, get my hips underneath my shoulders, and finish the shoulders behind the bar as you stand. We just need you to stand and get tall through your body, but we don't need to go behind the bar at all excessively. Okay? I know we're really dynamic with our hips, but just need to get our hips underneath the shoulders and that's it. We don't need our hips to go in front of the shoulders like we just demoed. Our box jumps for today, 2-footed hop. Once we're on the top of the box, we're going to stand and then step down or jump down. Again, for our handstand pushups, we have those scaling options of push press or pushups. We can also go from a box in a pike position if this still allows you to do 1 to 2 sets. If you are on the wall doing handstand pushups, we can also scale the depth. So lots of options here. Just make sure that during your handstand pushup, you come down under control, tension through the shoulders. Okay? Your hips ideally are on the wall at the bottom of the movement. This will allow you to stay on the wall versus floating in mid-air. Okay, so it may be helpful to take your ab mat that you're lowering down to and move it slightly away from the wall so that you end up angling towards the wall at the bottom of the movement. The caveat to this 3 rounds of time is the following. You have a floater. Your floater is 50, so 50 V-ups to be done or partitioned wherever you want in the workout. It could be at the beginning of the round, after 7 of your deadlifts, after all of your box jumps, wherever. But you must complete this within the 3 rounds. If you save it all until the last round after the last set of handstand push-up, your time does not stop until all the V-ups are done. Okay, so keep that in mind as you strategize where you're going to do your V-ups. Your V-ups today are toes to fingers, fingers to toes. We can scale to knees to elbows, or another variation of tuck-ups as well. All right, guys, that is the workout of the day pre-Thanksgiving. Enjoy this last workout before the holiday, and have a great Wednesday.